This is Tom, the Lone Wolf Prepper. It's July 10th, 2024. And I want to do a video this evening about the Democratic Party completely falling apart. Them having to deal with reality. Like we've all seen reality the last 4 years with Joe Biden. But anyway, I made a video about when Trump went to the Bronx, and I titled it, I believe, Democrats Dealing with a Dose of Reality, showing that Trump was loved even in dark blue areas. But, and then we have the debate, and all of a sudden, the Democrats are aware of their candidate's medical condition, you might say. Even though they support all his political decisions, they found out his mental state. And they were panicking at first, remember? And, Van Jones and CNN crying just minutes after the debate was over and stuff. And then, talk about replacing him. And then it's like for a while they circled the wagons around old Joe for a couple days and said, no, he just had a cold. Donald Trump actually lost. Joe Biden may have not done so well, but Donald Trump did worse. Anyway, but then the donors started saying, oh, we're not going to donate if JoJo's still on the ticket. I'm sorry. The bugs this year are terrible because of the moisture. So that's why I'm dancing around. But anyway, so the calls are coming to replace him again. I got a wood tick on me, I think, somewhere. Yeah, I'll just forget about it. Anyway, so JoJo's going to stay in. Hell or high water, right? The Democratic Party is just fracturing all over the place. The dam is just breaking. Well, maybe that's what happens when you're trying to please too many different types of people at one time, okay? Eventually you're going to run into a point where when you're trying to please one group, you're upsetting the other group. And then JoJo, when he was walking that line, and that poor black woman just totally ignored. Right on TV. See your disappointment. Democrats are starting to wake up. And that's the problem. They're having to deal with reality, and they have to leave the twilight zone. Okay? And they're really having an issue with it. They don't know what to do. I mean, I saw a liberal post saying, us Democrats need to make a case or stop trying to make a case against Joe Biden and start making a case against Donald Trump. Okay? And they're worried about voter turnout and stuff. Well, this is what happens when you have a weak candidate. I mean, they couldn't see this. I mean, the Democrats finally woke up after the debate. It took them that long. And some are still backing him. Like Whoopi Goldberg. I don't care if he poops his pants. Just show me he can't do the job. I don't care if he can't put a sentence together. Well, right there shows you can't do the job. If you can't cognitively put a sentence together, how are you supposed to make a serious decision like maybe having to launch nuclear missiles one day? But they're sticking behind him. I don't know if it's because they really believe in Joe Biden that much. Well, I don't think it is. I just think they hate Donald Trump that much. They hate Make America Great Again. It's a cult, remember? I'd love to live in the country that we used to have. That's the country I want to retire in. When we get that country back, I can get off YouTube. That's my number one goal, to get off YouTube. But you know what, Democrats? You ain't going to win the election fairly. And even if you try to steal, we're all going to know. I mean, when the Democrats want to get rid of their candidate, don't even tell me he's got a chance to win. And everybody else that the Democrats want pulls lower than Joe Biden. Crazy. You got Jill Biden out there voting for old JoJo. because he's got to keep up on his pudding and ice cream and smell little kids' hair. Okay. I got that little sucker. I tell you what, these bugs this year are crazy. I mean, it's like the rainforest this year finally going to get some heat. Bugs are going to be nuts in the next few days. But back to the subject. But is anybody surprised? I mean, really, how can anybody be surprised at what's happening? We all know that the Democratic Party, the Platform Foundation, I mean, they don't even have God in it no more. That's how far they slipped. Is there any wonder they're falling apart? They're eating themselves. That's what evil always does. It eventually gets so bad, it just destroys itself. And then they're going to lose the Senate and the House of Representatives. I mean, that's quite obvious because the voter turnout's going to stink. It don't matter who they put on the ballot anymore. The debate opened the eyes up of the Democrats, what's going on with Joe Biden. And, I think a lot of people are waking up to the Democratic Party in general. Because all you older Democrats, this isn't the Democrat Party of JFK or Robert F. Kennedy. It's not the same Democratic Party anymore. I mean, they'd even be more conservative than the Republican Party these days. Your party's been taken over by a bunch of revolutionary communists. Flat out. Chaos. And they thought they were going to destroy the country through your party, but I guess they're destroying your party. So that just shows America's will to stay a free country, is still stronger than the Democrats' will to enslave us. By the way, all I got to say is because the Democrats are so criminal, this is a gift to us Republicans. And we win our country back and get our federal government in the conservative hands, a lot of things need to happen. And I'll go into another video about that. But Trump has a lot of work in front of him. And he can't care what people think about him. America needs his country back. Or we will turn into the Democratic Party ourselves. But I tell you what, it sure is nice to see, isn't it? Evil destroying itself right in front of our eyes. Anyway, this is Lone Wolf Prepper. Out.